Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to Chi Life Center. I went to the crystal store yesterday and I picked up some crystals that I wanted to share with you. So I'm going to turn the camera this way, that way I can show you what I found. And I think I might have posted, yes I did, I posted on it yesterday on my Instagram. Yeah. Okay. So this is a find that I wasn't going to buy. Like I had no idea I was going to buy it. And if you can look at it right now and kind of guess why it called out to me. It's shaped like a heart. So I have this one first, but I really wanted to talk about this. Okay. So this one is Lepidolite. And it's spelled Leped. What is that? Is that Olite? Okay. So I'll spell it again because I think I did that wrong. So it's Lepidolite. All right. And I don't like when people talk fast when I'm trying to spell stuff. So I'll spell it again. And I'll put it in the description. Lepidolite. And it's shaped like a heart. I just had to get it. So this is something that you could just put on your desk. This one is from Brazil. So it looks purple. I don't know if you can see it. I was going to bring it up close a little bit. It's shaped like a heart, and I was just drawn to it. And she was nice enough to put a little sticker on there. Okay, so it's not one that I worked with, but I've heard of it before. Okay. And this one is known as a transformation stone. All right. And you can have it in a tumble form so it's smooth, so you could hold it in your hand if you're meditating, and I'll get to that later. So it's a stone of transformation. Okay. And you can use it to release anything that's affecting, say, the heart. Okay. Heart chakra. And also crown chakra. It's purple, so they associate it with the heart chakra, but because of its actual spiritual meaning and the vibration of the stone, it's also associated with the heart chakra. Okay, so a lot of times the color doesn't have to be green to be associated with the heart chakra, and the stone doesn't have to be purple to be associated with the crown chakra. It's also the frequency of the stone, your frequency, well, mainly the frequency of the stone, right? The vibration of the stone as well, okay? And it helps you to get into some form of reorganization of your old patterns or your old behavior, okay? And any kind of psychological patterns, all right? And it's releasing the old, okay? Anything that has to do with spirituality, the crown chakra, what it represents, your connection to God, the divine, just rethinking that. And when you're working with that stone for this, if you are rethinking your religious belief or your whole spirituality, you have to like give yourself, at least 2 months to kind of just release, let go, okay, detox, if you will, right? And just kind of not really cling to anything, just give yourself space, right? And releasing anything, like I said, from the heart, okay? Letting go of old patterns, right? And it helps with reducing stress, depression, emotion, any kind of deep emotional healing, very soothing stone, okay? And it doesn't work with anything negative. So it's just a very high frequency, good stone to work with. And before, like, you can have this stone, but I would work with other stones first that do deal with emotional healing, okay? Like a rose quartz, pink. That's the only kind of pink color I like. So rose quartz would be a good level stone to work with first, and you can always work with that. So like I said, Lepidolite is powerful, right? And it's a love frequency vibration working with the heart chakra. It strengthens also. It's associated with the thymus. Okay, so that's pretty interesting to me. All right, and it's also the thymus, the physical medical association is that it produces hormones, right? To help your immune system and regulate and balance the body, right? So it helps with that. Now, spiritually, it's all about that life force energy, and it deals with transformation, okay? It deals with the spiritual body and the physical body as a vehicle, right? As a source of movement, if you will, okay? So it's also work with us awakening again, okay? And it helps with us to really get focused in on what's good for us, so that we're not draining ourselves, we're not draining our immune system, right? So it's asking you to really find balance between what is unseen, the spiritual chi in your body, and the physical chi that gives you that energy to move forward. Excuse me, to move forward, to get things done. All right. Excuse me. So I like this to be, it doesn't have to be on a stand. You can buy it not on a stand if, you don't find one like that where you are. But it's good to have it on your desk, in your office. Yeah, I really feel like this is a really good one to have. And it's not one that is talked about a lot. Not that I think anyway. Okay. So this is a selenite, and I got it as an egg, in an egg shape. So you know how in Afro culture and Afro-Caribbean culture, you can use an egg to kind of just cleanse yourself of any kind of negativity, any kind of negative attachment. And you could put this at the back of your neck. So you could cleanse this by laying it in the sun for maybe just 5 minutes, not too long. It cleanses itself, so it really doesn't need cleaning at all. Okay, it does not. But if you feel like you want to cleanse it, you can cleanse it that way. I wouldn't use water. If you would use water, then you would, wipe it down real quick and then dry it off immediately. Okay, because it's the way it's made is is from water. So you don't want to soak it at all in water. Okay, so it's known as for protection, for good luck. It has a very powerful vibration for cleansing other stones. So I always teach in my stone workshops that this cleanse other stones. All right. And it strengthens your memory, okay? And it works very, very good with all the chakras, but especially the crown chakra and the higher chakras above the crown chakra. And it's excellent for spiritual work. So I also teach in having it as a wand. Let me see if I have a wand close to me. I have a wand close to me. I'm gonna reach for it. So years ago at the crystal store, this guy made this for me, and it was wrapped with, I'm going to rewrap it again with copper all the way up. And it had I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, I can't remember what stone this is on the top, but this is a selenite wand. This is one of the nice smooth ones that you could place in each corner of your room and have it point out towards the center of the room. Okay. Or it doesn't have to point to the center of the room, but it's best if it does. So you can get the wands. Now this other one is a huge one that I have here. Okay. And this one I got in Arizona, and it still has the dirt on it. So this one is a good one that you could lay on your desk, or I say lay it under your bed in the center, or right at the center top of the bed, under the bed. so you don't kick your toes on it. But this one is spiritual cleansing. You could use it at the back of the neck, just kind of move it there to like cleanse, and rub it just like how you'd use a real egg, you know, if you didn't have one, and then cleanse it. Now, if you practice Reiki or Qigong or any other energy cleansing, then you can cleanse it yourself using your hands. And then after practicing for so many years, you can just look at it or think of it and cleanse it. So it's different levels. So depends on the person. But you could, practice by cleansing it with your hands, by that, just clearing it out and throwing it into, to the earth, returning to the earth. And that's a lot of teachings behind it. So really getting a master teacher to teach you about this would be really, really good. So this video is not, teaching that right now, but, just a little information. Now, this one is lapis lazuli, and so is the ring I have on. So lapis lazuli, okay? Now, this one is a very old stone. I mean, the old world, back to what we call Persia now, Middle East, Babylon, before Egypt, and in Egypt, was very popular, right? So like King Solomon was supposed to have this stone as well. So I'll go into that in another video. But this stone is also associated with a lot of zodiac signs, and especially for Libra as well. One of the stones associated with Libra. Okay. And this symbolizes God's power, spirit, vision, royalty, universe, wisdom, truth. Okay. So this stone is a very high vibration, and usually people who are old souls are attracted to this. And I bought one for my cousin, but this one is flat enough to where, depends on how you want to wear it. You want to wear it like this, or do you want to wear it like this? But you can go to a jeweler to pierce a hole in it, and then you can wear it as a pendant. And then something like this, you can lay it on the body, on the chakra, like the third eye, or on top of the head, the crown. Okay. And this one, you can use it for everything. Like, it's everything. Okay. You can use it on the third eye. It's good for stimulating your psychic abilities, right? So the stones are here as an extra help, but it's always good to start working just on yourself first, just by doing a lot of breathing, to just let go of whatever it is that is, causing you stress, sadness, whatever. Okay. But very good for this, stimulating your psychic abilities, and very good to work with the throat chakra to balance it. Sometimes we have fear in the things that we want to say, the things that we're not saying. If you feel like you couldn't express yourself, if you feel that your throat chakra is blocked, this is one to work with, whether you're talking too much or you felt like you couldn't really say how you felt about something, you feel, sad about it. The good way to let go of it. Okay. This is also good for self-awareness and your vision of the world, the way you see the world, your perception of the world. So this helps you to really work on how you see the world. Okay. Now this stone, you shouldn't let it get wet for a very long time. Okay. So you can damage all of the content that makes this stone. So you don't want to do that. You can wipe it off with a wet rag and then wipe it off with a dry one. Okay, that's better to do. All right. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, so you know, this stone, you really want to at least have a small one. All right. Now the third one. Now I have a lot of salt rocks. I have like a lot, and I would usually buy this as gifts for my friends that work in stressful jobs and have them put it on their desk. You could use it as a paperweight. It's good for a paperweight, even if someone doesn't even know what it is. But this salt rock is good to use just like the selenite egg. Okay, and you can rub it, you know, like clearing your chakras, your aura. Okay, so it's good work if you're a massage therapist. Okay, when I used to do massage, I would have stones in my pocket because, you know, if I couldn't have it like in the room, because we had to move from each hotel room when we worked as a team. There's always like a team. Then we would just keep it in your pocket. And then we would play music that are like Reiki music. This was like 20 years ago, right? So I've been at this a long time. So this, if you have your own office, this is something good that you can have in your bag. And when the person gets off the bed, just like the selenite one, you can kind of move it around. You don't even have to have it as a big piece like this, but you can use it like at the bed. And I'll make a video with the table up so you can actually see me moving around, but I have to get the right mic for that. So you can actually just use it from the top all the way down to the feet and then do the same thing. You know, just do it standing kind of like that. But it's good if you have the stone under the bed. And if you're gonna have your own office, not to say that someone will take it, steal it from your room if it's a small piece, but it's good to have a big enough one that the person would really have to lift it and it will be heavy, you know. So crystal shows are good to go to. But this one's also good, like I said, you know, rub it in your hands, stuff like that. You know, like your weekly cleansing, especially if you work in a very stressful place once a week, you should do some kind of energy cleansing, sometimes every day, especially if you're new to it. Just a small routine that clears your energy. And if you take a Reiki class or even having a private session with someone that does Reiki is really good, because then you get that one-on-one, you know, Reiki or Qigong, any kind of energy work. So this is my Himalaya salt lamp, just in case you're new to the to the vibe here. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions, comments, if you want me to focus in on one of these stones and do a more in-depth video, selenite in egg shape for body cleansing, spiritual cleansing, lepidolite in a heart shape. I was just drawn to this, and I've seen the stone and I've never gotten one. So this is my first one. So I'm just like, wow. And I'm like, I don't think anyone really noticed it. When I saw it, I go, what? This is gone. This is so mine. And it didn't cost a lot. You know, I don't remember how much that was. It was probably like $16. And then this is the lapis lazuli, one of my favorite stones going back forever. And then the salt stone or rock, and it's shaped in a circle. And I like the smooth ones. I really love this, okay, because I like how smooth it is. If you're getting out of a toxic relationship, you can hold on to this. You could have two in both hands. I always like that. Or a rose quartz, and just kind of meditate with like letting go, whatever meditation you're doing, right? You can use the same thing, selenite as well. But it's very cleansing. A hard day at work, very cleansing. The salt rock or the selenite, okay? So I'll put the information of the stones and what you could use it for, like a brief description, but always best to do your own research. All of my great teachers always say, you know, I can teach you a little bit, but you have to do that research. You know, take the time to look up the stones, study them, go to the store, hold the stones, I always tell my students, and see if you connect with that stone. Like, do I connect with this stone and feel that, you know. And sometimes, you know, I feel like all these stones are special because I know all three of them. But this one today is super special because my intent wasn't to get this stone at all. I wasn't even thinking about it. I went out for selenite and for the salt rock to buy it as a gift, right? So not like I need any more stones, but if I do, then it would be one that I don't have in my collection, or one that was in such a cool shape that just called to me, I had to get it. And then I'll usually gift one of the other ones that I'm like, hey, I have a lot of this, let me just gift the other one. Okay, so always making room for something new. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please click like, that really helps the channel. Share this video, that way I can go live with more subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.